Hi, Michael Perry here. I'm really pleased to be part of this virtual flower show, and I thought I'd give you a bit of a tour of my very small urban garden here, and you'll see what I've done with the space in the course of about 18 months. So let's have a bit of a tour, walking first past these glorious bamboos. Bamboos in containers really work, but you do need to water them and feed them to make sure they look green at all times. Now here, I like to have this kind of temporary pot display, and I'll kind of change it up with the seasons, kind of bring plants in, bring plants out as well, but it's nice as a real centerpiece on this kind of double height deck. And of course the color theme at the moment is glorious pink, silver and black, and of course these beautiful outdoor orchids, little Pleone, really gorgeous. They work well with that color scheme, and of course it's a great time of year for azaleas and pyrus as well. So what I wanted to do with this border was just have something that really had depth, lots of different textures, structures as well. There's tons going on here. This has only been planted for about 18 months, but I planted lots of plants bigger and closer to get that immediate impact. And of course, it stops the weeds coming through as well because you're covering that soil surface. It really works out. Let's get in close here though, because this is a glorious camellia. This is quite a new variety called Cupido. Look at this. Gorgeous little delicate flowers. If you thought you don't like camellias, you do now. So what else is coming through? Primrose ballerina. These are bred just outside Cambridge in the UK. We've also got these beautiful pink daffodils. Now, I believe they're pink. A lot of people don't. Phlox are coming through. We've also got more tulips to come. They were a little bit planted a bit later. And if you look across that vista, you'll see we've got bleeding hearts. We've got Miami sunset tulips that I actually named. We've got this Dryopterus summer fern as well, and alliums that come up in the center each year too. Astilbea coming through, Sanguisorba, pink tassels, and on this corner, a little bit less formal, so we've kind of got these little gullies, areas between the pavement where I've kind of got plants just haphazardly planted, but I love how they spill out over the sides. Ferns, grape hyacinths that seed themselves as well, Alchemilla just coming through, Geranium Roseanne too. Forget-me-nots, just filling all of those gaps and spare spaces. Over here we've got some Steepa gigantea, which is backdropped by this gorgeous cherry laurel, Pittosporum at the front, and a lovely patio rose from Denmark in the middle. Looking across to this vista, this is a bit of a wildlife garden. So this is the sunnier side of the garden. Lots of wallflowers, dark tulips, fennel coming through as well. I actually planted the fennel that creates a bulb on the bottom, so it's the vegetable form here in my garden. So another gully here that works really well. You can see we've got various ferns, bit of forget-me-not, and tulips. Have to be careful not to step on those, but I love the informality of having the bulbs really close to the sides as well. Here's a bit more of that fennel, a bit more of those violas as well. And here, Pentaglossums. Now this, we've actually let grow wild. This is kind of a weed in the garden. You're lucky I've actually taken the nettles out 2 days ago, but usually they're here and I'm proud of it. Good Doshnik Tulip, look at these. These are pretty bougie. Lovely big flowers there. You'll see there's a few more there going through this kind of miniature, kind of wild, kind of Kirchenhof theme. Excited for these tulips. I don't tend to label anything, so when they come through, it's always a great surprise. This is really a shady side. Hosta are just coming through. Heucheras have done fantastically well. Spray daffodils too. Portuguese laurel has taken almost a year to establish, but now I think we're there. Spinning around this way, we've got these gorgeous daffodils that have been in bloom for about 3 to 4 weeks. Lots of texture here. I've planted things very close to the fence because when you've got a coloured fence like this, that is your backdrop. You don't necessarily need those taller plants. Fatsia, spider's web, gorgeous new Photinia, little crispy there. Also over here, Chelsea plant of the year, soft caress, and a Nandina. And I see at the back there's a sneaky little parrot tulip coming up as well. I also plant in a strange way. I don't look at the height of anything. I quite like to have shorter things at the back, taller things at the front. I think it really gives that kind of real flow to a border. You can see that Sanguisorba coming through here as well, which has got gorgeous leaves, actually edible, taste of cucumber, but those gorgeous pink flowers are a joy to behold. Miami sunset, a little bit more here, Tiarella, alliums coming through, just a few casual basket plants here, Lysomachia, bit of a juga just in there, just as a kind of little softening of the edge as well. So you'll notice there's no lawn here, but of course we've got loads of bee attracting, butterfly attracting plants all around as well. And this Acer, I have to tell you, I moved it myself in the winter months as well. It was originally over there, but now it's doing pretty well. So a few more things just to show you as we walk through here. Just have a peek under there. It's one of my favorite views, just looking underneath the Acer, looking at all the tulips, the Camellia, a few more of those primulas as well, and of course then coming up onto the polished concrete surface. And I think there's quite a lot going on here, but it seems to work. It's managed to make the garden seem a lot bigger as well, even though it is a really, really small urban area. And I don't think I miss out by not having the lawn, because of course got that solid surface, but it's absolutely brimming with plants, as you can see here. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.